Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this 2K Sports presentation. The atmosphere in this building is electric as we get a chance to see an energized college player plugged into the roster. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony.
Go.
Halliburton with it. Smith outside. Back to Halliburton. Drives to the hoop. And Halliburton slams it in.
When he wants to, Halliburton can get to the hoop. Well, he is tough to slow down.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. Now, here is Halliburton. Smith for three. Chamberlain. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And I'll tell you, the combination of agility, wingspan, and stamina, very difficult to keep Wilt from scoring off those misses. And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Stan, you know, you think about the release point on Jokic's outside shot. It is tough to get to.
Yeah, Kevin, it certainly is. And the problem is if you start to come out of your stance to try to get to that shot, Jokic will just pull the ball down and beat you.
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my. Well, when Jokic gets going downhill, look out.
Out to Smith. Porzingis with the steal. Jokic with it. Now Pierce defending. Got that one up quick. Sampson's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, and being able to catch and shoot is a skill in itself. Some guys need the ball in their hands to be effective.
And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. The shot by Pierce, no good.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Pass to Sampson. Here's Jokic. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Nikola Jokic.
He's got
Timeout,
7.
timeout.
Well, the funny thing with Jokic is he'll make any shot look like a great shot.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Here's Halliburton. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Towns the screen. Looking to end the run. Porzingis with the rebound. Albuquerque leading by 5. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
1:21 left to play in the first quarter. Bangs home the trifecta.
Confident stroke from Jokic. Shot ready on the catch.
Chamberlain a screen. Halliburton for 3. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
Jordan outside. 6 on the shot clock. From the arc, it's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Albuquerque leading by 5. Here's Lindenborg. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic.
Well, Nikola Jokic is probably the best passing center I have ever seen.
Now, here is Halliburton. He's got 5. Towns lays it up and banks it in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And here's Ingles up, and it is good! The buzzer! Wow!
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Oh, man.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what stands out to you from Albuquerque in this one so far?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
It's tipped. It's stolen by Bradley. Markkanen in the corner. And he's good on the 3 ball. Markkanen's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Some quick hands there from Lowry into his motion fast.
There's the pick. Markkanen on the double team. Halliburton for 3. Trains it from beyond the arc. Halliburton's got 8.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Pass to Ingles. Pulls up. High post. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. He has 5.
And the D has to clog up the mid-range better.
And when Tyrese Halliburton entered the NBA, Greg, scouts were worried about his shot release point.
It's definitely lower than you would teach, but by the same token, that's why he gets it off so quickly, making it a tough shot to contest.
Here's Parrish, and the rebound goes to Nowitzki.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Drops in the tray. Markkanen's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, those corners are a sweet spot for most shooters, and it's no different for Markkanen.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Here's Halliburton. He's got 8. Pass to Ingles. Just 5 to shoot. And Griffin sends it back.
And how about the timing there? Griffin using that athleticism on the defensive end to block it.
And Ingles drops them both.
You really don't even have to watch him at the line. Just listen for the net.
And the call will be against Ben Wallace. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Pass to Markkanen. Rebound by Wallace. 124 left in the first half of the game. And here's Halliburton. Smith for 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Smith's got 6 points.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
Screen by Parrish. Pass to Ingles. Screen by Parrish. Rebounded by Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
Albuquerque shooting their first shot from the stripe in this game. Free throw drops for Abdul-Jabbar.
And you're talking about one of the most decorated superstars in the history of college basketball, but maybe the most impressive feat. He won 3 national championships, and Kareem has a way of affecting winning.
Back to Jordan. Here's Parrish. Good, and the assist goes to Jordan.
There was some nice rhythm to that play.
Outside, Abdul-Jabbar hits it from three-point range. He has 7.
Well, we see this more and more. Big guys who can really shoot it from deep.
No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Albuquerque holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Albuquerque leading by 8. Outside, Simmons. And the call is going to be, yes it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
Back to Jordan. Stolen by Bird. Simmons with it. Now guarded by Jordan. They get it again. Out to Porzingis. Pass to Bird. Just 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. There's Bird with the 3.
3 points.
This is just what Bird does. He makes shooting from range look easy.
Now Lewis. Into the lane. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And going downhill there, you have to stop the ball before it can get to the hoop.
They set the pick. Pass to Sampson. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Oh, Big Ben rocking it.
Well, they've got some work to do to cut into this lead.
And no need to get away from the game plan, though. But plenty of time to get back in it.
Screen by Jordan. Lewis misses. Bird looking it over. Pass to Sampson. Back to Bird. Fires from deep. Good work defensively by Engel.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
There's the drive. And that one is hammered home.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
For 3, Holmgren. A putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Simmons got the lead up to 11 now for Albuquerque.
And you sometimes forget how tall Simmons is. He's good at crashing the offensive glass.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Lewis outside. It's stolen. Out left to the wing. From downtown. Another shot. And it's good on the layup. Sampson's got 7 points.
Yeah, almost impossible to keep Sampson off the boards, and even harder to prevent the putback. It's just not his size. It's his nose to the basketball along with tremendous quickness. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Griffin. Off target with his 3.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
First team foul.
34 seconds left to play in the third. Buries it from three-point range. Bird's got 6 here in this quarter.
Just such great consistency on that jump shot. Even though he's not always squared up, Bird terrific in the catch and shoot game.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Oh, the value of having a 7-footer with that kind of range. Porzingis spacing the floor for them.
And Lewis has it in the corner. Back to Wallace. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Albuquerque out in front, leading by 10. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Now Halliburton. Who is outside? Here's Chamberlain, and Chamberlain with the stuff.
And that's just too easy. The size, strength, length, no way to stop Chamberlain once he gets the ball in that close.
Halliburton deciding where to go with it. And finished off by Halliburton.
And a guy who can get up off the floor. Halliburton will throw one down if you're sleeping.
The drive by Jokic. Three-pointer, Markkanen. Abdul-Jabbar. Nowitzki for 3. Good, and Abdul-Jabbar gets the assist.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Takes the 3. Whoa, vintage three-pointer from Dirk.
And you got to run Dirk off the three-point line if you're the defense, especially from those corners.
They set the pick. Ingles with the ball. Clock at 6. Lets it fly from 18. And that one is good.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Now Abdul-Jabbar. Oh, and wide open, nails the jam.
Well, Jokic is one of the best passers in NBA history for any position.
Big-time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver.
Well, when you're giving up dunks like that, you know you're not doing enough defensively.
The 3 doesn't go. Halliburton fires. Buries the deep ball.
And he's such an efficient three-point shooter. Halliburton has an outstanding feel for when to fire from deep.
On the drive, Jokic. Chamberlain with the block.
And he sends a message with that swat. Do not come in my house.
I'm not sure they expected Wallace to make that hoop, but Ben, being fearless, doesn't get phased in the big moment.
Jokic. A slam by Jokic.
Absolutely the guy you go to in this situation. Jokic has no trouble scoring in the clutch.
And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Halliburton up top, driving to the basket.
Huge finish from Halliburton. From the moment he entered the league, Tyrese has been clutch.
30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Jokic.
Well, he wanted it in that moment. They gave it to him, and he didn't disappoint.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And get the three.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Marking in. And so Albuquerque takes the win. This was a very strong showing for...
And big thank you to all you fans who made it out tonight. Your support is what makes this possible. Please drive home safely.